Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel Judiciary Possible. My name is Ayushi Dubey and in today's topic of discussion we are going to talk about Uniform Civil Code. But before moving forward with the video, please do like the video, share it with your friend and subscribe to the channel Judiciary Possible. Okay, so what is Uniform Civil Code? Uniform Civil Code has been enshrined in our constitution under Article 44. Okay. Article 44 is all about DPSP, what our country want to achieve. It is given under DPSP. It is about personal law, although when you read the Article 44, there is nowhere written that it talks about personal law. Reason being, we already have a codified civil law which is applied to every person across the religion in the same manner. We already have a codified criminal law which is applied to all people, all religion uniformly. But the personal law differ to people, religion to religion, because every religion also have different custom and usage which is not the same even after 100 kilometers, though they are Hindu or they are Muslim, but the religion or the custom changes. So hence Article 44 talks about Uniform Civil Code, and we are talking as of current, the problem or the topic of discussion is the personal law. Okay, when a constitution was being formed and the Constituent Assembly was sitting and discussing and debating about UCC, Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar was in favor of UCC. Okay, he said that UCC is desirable, but he also said that it must be voluntary. What does voluntary mean? Voluntary here means that religious institutions should themselves come forward and they themselves should demand UCC. We should not force upon it. Jawaharlal Nehru also backed Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar. He also said that UCC is desirable and we need UCC or Uniform Civil Code or uniform personal laws for all citizens irrespective of the religion. But Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, he was against the concept of UCC. He said that there need to be a religious harmony between the people, because it will create a chaos if we are going to bring a unified personal law, which we are witnessing right now. There are few religion and every religion are either favoring it or denying it for their own reasons. They are correct at their point, the government is correct at their end, so we need to respect both of them. So Vallabhbhai Patel has said that India being a multi-ethnic heterogeneous country, we need to respect every religion and we cannot have unified personal law. If you remember, when the Hindu codified law was coming and Shama Prasad Mukherjee was against it, this was the reason, the against was the reason why Bhimrao Ambedkar resigned from the position of a law minister. So the issue has been grave even then, the issue has been grave and is grave even now. So that was the background. Now what is UCC? What are we trying to achieve? So basically UCC, or we are trying to achieve a uniform personal law for all citizens of India of all religion with respect to marriage, with respect to adoption, with respect to inheritance, with respect to divorce and maintenance. Okay, हम चाहते हैं कि सब पे एक जैसा कानून लगे, because we are seeing that certain religion are allowed to have polygamy. Even in Hindus, if you go to Uttarakhand, there are certain tribes where polyandry is allowed. So we need to have all of them so that all could be judged by the same law. Now you will say that Article 25 and 29 are given to us to profess our religion in our own manner. It is true, but it is also subject to public order and public morality. The morality comes here, the public order get disturbed. Hence, since it is not absolute, the government is right at their place to bring UCC. Okay, I am going to give argument both in favor and against. So you can choose both, either of which argument you like, and form your opinion as you like it, because it's a democratic country and we can have multiple opinions regarding a topic. Okay, so we got to know that it is all about the personal law. We are trying to bring a common personal law across the religion, across the communities, across the tribe. That's what we are aiming for. And we have also established the fact that it is going on, the debate is going on since the formation of Constituent Assembly. We have also covered Article 25 and 29, that we are free to profess, practice and propagate our religion as we want. We also have the right to freedom of conscience, freedom of religion at the same time. But we also need to remember that it is subject to public order and public morality of the society. We cannot expect that I don't want to use that example. Let's take a different example if we want. Okay, let's take about the inheritance. The Hindus, daughters, Hindu women in their Mitakshara law are not getting any property rights. Okay, if you see, there are no property right for women in Mitakshara law. We get those right through Hindu Codified Act, Hindu's Inheritance Act, Hindu Succession Act, and we also got those right through the judgments and Judiciary, Supreme Court. If we go into Muslim law, there are property right for women, but it is not equal to that of a male. They get a residuary right, or 1/3 of the property if there is a son. They do not get the equal treatment. So we want that all should be at equal footing. All women should have a right for what we say. All women should have a right to property of their father, of their forefathers. They should be given a equal treatment. If we come to divorce also, in Hindu law, in Mitakshara law, there is no concept of divorce. Okay, because it's a sacramental marriage. In Muslim law, the divorce rules are such that it is against the women. The triple talaq is a step towards UCC. Okay, so that's it, the need. That is why we need a UCC. When we come to section 125 of CRPC, maintenance, we required that the women need to get maintenance. और हमने ये पर्सनल लॉ में चेंज नहीं लाया, हमें ये क्रिमिनल लॉ में चेंजेस लाना पड़ा. So that all women, irrespective of religion, 125 में religion does not matter. It's a unified provision कि सारे religions की women के लिए ये available है. Okay, if you are getting my point, right? Then personal law can be discriminatory. It is discriminatory against the women. It is discriminatory against certain section of society, against certain religious society. And when a society live as a whole and there are so many discrimination, it is impossible to move forward in a unified way, because there are some forces or the other forces that are going to pull you back. Okay. Then if you remember Justice B.N. Khare, he said that UCC is demand of 21st century. Okay, in 2018, the 21st Law Commission, Justice B.S. Chauhan said that UCC is neither necessary nor feasible. But the 23rd Law Commission, which is headed by Justice Rituraj Awasthi, he said that UCC is need, and he has opened the forum for people of all sect of religion. Any person can give the recommendation what to incorporate or what not to incorporate in UCC before a final draft comes to us. Since we don't have a final draft, we cannot say what are they going to give us, what are they are not going to give us. But opening the platform to the people to give their suggestion or recommendation is a positive sign, right? Similarly, there are various cases where Supreme Court time and again have said that UCC is required. The latest one being the Joseph Shine, the Triple Talaq case, the Sarla Mudgal case, the Shahabano case. There are various cases where Supreme Court time and again pressed that we need a uniform civil code. Now, what is the argument against UCC. The main and the only argument which is prevailing against UCC is the right of tribal communities. The tribal communities have their own way of living. They have their own usage. They have their own custom. If we bring them under UCC, then we are going to then we need to amend the Schedule 6, the Schedule 7 concurrent list. Hence, the promise which while we were unifying our country and we promised that Northeast that we are going to respect your tribal communities and your way of living, we are going to break it. And if we are going to say that in the draft, in the UCC law which will be going to be coming, I don't know whenever it is going to be coming, if we say that we'll give an exception to tribal communities, then there is no point of UCC. It's no more a unified common law. Then तो फिर वही हो गया कि इसको भी एक्सेप्शन में लेते आओ, इसको भी एक्सेप्शन में लेते आओ. Hence, the rights of tribal communities will get into danger. This is the only drawback or only dissenting point that is going to hamper us. So what can be a way forward if UCC will not be coming? अगर UCC नहीं आता है तो क्या किया जा सकता है? किया ये जा सकता है कि हर रिलीजियस, हर पर्सनल लॉ में, चाहे वो हिंदू हो, चाहे वो मुस्लिम हो, चाहे वो क्रिश्चियन हो, चाहे वो सिख हो, कोई भी पर्सनल लॉ हो, देयर नीड टू बी अ रिफॉर्म इन दोज एक्ट. ओके, अगर हम रिफॉर्म नहीं करेंगे, उनमें जो मिसक्रिपेंसीज हैं उसको दूर कर दें अगर, देन वी डू नॉट रिक्वायर यूसीसी एज सच, बिकॉज यूसीसी इज रिक्वायर्ड टू रिमूव those sections or those things which are now, since the society has moved forward, we are in our 21st century, and there are things which take us back to 90s, 40s, 30s, 1800. If we remove those things, then we can move forward. So the divorce right should be given equally to both men and women, then we don't need UCC. If the property rights issues our sections are incorporated where both are treated equally, then we don't need a UCC. If the issues related to intercaste marriage, interreligious marriage, if the issue related to adoption right, the adoption right, the Muslims were not having the right, Muslim women especially did not have the right to adopt. It was after the case of, wait a second, Shafeen Jahan versus Ashokan. So that was right to choose the partner. Shabnam Hashmi. It was after the case of Shabnam Hashmi that Muslim women were allowed to adopt a child. So if these rights are taken care into it, the gender justice is prevailed, then we do not as such require UCC. But if we are not going to change the personal law of each religion, then there is a need for UCC, but we need to see how the government is going to tackle the tribal communities problem, because it is a big problem. We need a right based approach. And also I think that is enough for this discussion. हमने सब पढ़ लिया, यूसीसी क्यों आया, बैकग्राउंड पता चल गया, कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली में क्या बात हुई, फेवर में पता चल गया कि क्यों चाहिए, जो डिसेंटिंग पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू है अगेंस्ट ट्राइबल कम्युनिटी तो वो पता चल गया, द सोल्यूशन भी पता चल गया. इन केस वी आर नॉट गोइंग फॉर यूसीसी, we can bring reforms and remove the miscreancies which are there in personal law of each religion. Okay, so I think that's it for the video, and that's it for the UCC. If you have any more point, then you can add those in the comment section and let me know, did you like these videos or not. Thank you so much, and we'll meet next week with a new topic. And before moving and ending the video, please like the video, share it with your friend, and subscribe to the channel Judiciary Possible. Thank you.